Report, your recurring check-in on the reality that is modern dating.
I'm Natalie, and I'm single.
I'm Rachel Lingle, and I am single.
And I'm Sarah, and I'm engaged. There's no ring though, because he didn't know my size.
He didn't know.
Because we know everything else about each other, but we somehow never talked about ring sizes.
That was the part that got missed.
It didn't come up in dates 1 to 4.
No, exactly. So, yeah.
I mean, 4 dates essentially is engaged, I feel like, at this point.
Pretty much.
In 2026.
Yeah, honestly, with how often I've dated, it's just, that's the standard now. If you make it to date 4,
Well,
home run.
They haven't ghosted by now.
I'm not getting ghosted?
No, if they haven't ghosted by now,
Oh,
it's
I know.
basically you're in a committed relationship.
We are. He tried to FaceTime me last night, so that's when you
30
know.
days.
But I will say that I know I'm toast when I'm starting to check my phone to see if they've texted.
Yeah.
Which, that did happen last night.
You did admit to this last night.
I did.
But I thought you said he hadn't texted.
He hadn't texted me.
But he had FaceTimed.
Somehow.
Unexpected.
Yes. So he hadn't texted me, and I didn't know until this morning. I woke up and it said missed FaceTime call twice, and two. And I was like, wait, I thought it was last night, like after I had gone home and I fell asleep. I was like, no, this happened at like 10:30 when we were out, and I just never knew that. So if I had seen it, I would have picked up just to see what happened.
I would love that.
That would have been jarring for my fiance.
Should we FaceTime him now? Would this be a good...
And let him know that we're engaged. In case he forgot.
An update. Yeah.
An update, yeah, pretty much.
Crazy night.
Yeah, should we start with our night?
Sure.
I feel like after that, it's all that I can think of now is our evening of girls' night out.
Yes.
Girls' night out. First of the year.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a good one.
It was good.
I mean, we started off with a vision of what this night was going to be. And
I believe we strayed from the vision.
Well, yeah. There was a distraction.
Yeah, Natalie, what was our distraction?
I don't know. What are you distracted by?
So picture this. You walk into your local city bar. There's a cute guy sitting at the bar alone on his phone. And you're a group of 6 girls.
Right.
What do you do in that scenario, Natalie?
Well, I don't know what other people do.
Right.
Don't do
I
anything.
decided to approach.
After
Approach
about
lunch.
10 minutes of a discussion
Yes, there was some wavering. Because, yeah, I was out with the girls.
about it. Right.
And it's intimidating because what I said was...
It was
eventually
forward.
Walked up to him at the bar and said, hey, it looks like you're alone. If you want to come hang out with us, we're in the back corner. It's intimidating to approach a group of 6 women in the back corner sitting at a table. So we introduced ourselves,
Right.
and then I was like, that's probably it. Like, I don't think he's going to come back and join us.
But he did.
Lo and behold.
And are we glad you did?
I don't know. Should we take a vote? Blind vote.
Ooh.
Close
Okay.
your eyes.
Close yours.
Okay, raise your hand if you're glad he joined. Okay. Open your eyes. Wait. Oh, what did everyone say?
Wait, but you never said no. So did we all say yes?
Yes.
Did you cheat? Did you open
No,
your eyes?
I didn't open my eyes. There's proof.
I did cheat.
You cheated?
Well, after we all did it, because I then still had my hand up
Right.
too.
I did see your
had
hand.
to see what was
I
going on.
did see your hand. Well, I'm like, it wasn't. I feel like it added to the experience.
Yes. We would have had a great time regardless.
Oh, for sure.
But it made for a lot of good inside jokes.
Good memories. Looking like a hammock.
Yeah. I really hope I don't look like a hammock next time I'm out.
I don't mind.
Oh, okay.
Looking
Well, you
like
kind of
a
like the
hammock.
granola vibe.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
He looks like a nice hammock.
So he referred to himself
Yes,
as a
yeah.
hammock.
Because he was wearing Patagonia
Yes.
Yes.
and his Solomons.
And
And
he
he normally wears a peacoat and loafers.
He looks like like a stallion, he says.
This man had a lot of confidence. Coming up,
Exuding.
and he was the entertainer. He walked up like guns blazing,
Yes.
with lines and jokes, and
I feel like he prepared some of these before he came over. That's what took some of the time before he came.
Yes. He is literally like, if you just picked somebody off the SNL cast and like dropped him into our setting,
I know how to pick 'em.
everything was a bit.
And then he was like going by and individually encouraging us
I
and
know,
dating. And
sweetest
just
man.
telling us
Sweetest
how wonderful
man I've
we
ever
all
met.
were.
Yeah. He was like, seriously, what's going on? How are you all single?
Yeah.
We're like,
And we're like,
that's a great question.
You can stay as long as you want.
Yeah.
Like, you get it.
He literally went, like line by line, like, okay, what was your last interaction? What was your last encounter with a man?
Male encounter.
Male encounter.
Yes.
We're like, what does that mean?
Yes. And then, yeah, he was hyping us up,
He
affirming
was.
us.
The plot twist, of course, is that this man was 25.
Right.
Right, and he did like to point that out to Natalie, who's 36.
And I said, I don't care.
I feel
And
like
he
he
said,
said he didn't
"Oh,
either.
sorry, I'm in a situation."
He was in a situation.
But he was
Right.
he was sorry about that.
He was very sorry.
Very
They're
sorry.
always sorry
Right.
that
Yeah.
they're in a committed situationship.
Yeah. I hate
So-
when that happens.
Yeah, and I
that
loved that we
was-
got to meet his situation.
We met the whole
We did.
gang.
Right.
Yeah.
They showed up. The
They
man
did.
and his friend and her friend.
Yeah. We hung out for a bit. It was quite the adventure.
We got to
That's
plug
great.
the podcast.
We did. I think
Yes.
she followed us.
Oh, good. So she'll find us.
She'll find it.
Yeah, we had a great
She'll
time.
listen.
So she'll be a loyal fan, hopefully.
Yeah.
Maybe one day she'll be on here.
Would love to have her join.
Would love.
Love to have either of them as a guest.
Yes.
Both of them.
Maybe both.
Yeah, maybe during their engagement.
This just becomes a podcast for engaged couples.
Fake engaged couples.
What do you mean?
Right.
The offense.
Sorry,
It's real up here.
It's always
That's all
real.
that matters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The delusion is alive and well.
It is wild. I feel like I've gotten better at this, but I feel like when you start dating somebody, you like immediately start thinking 5,000 steps ahead.
Okay, but it's hard, and I like to compare men to houses because, like, when you and I was house hunting for many years before I bought a house, and you have to be able to picture it. You have to be able to picture your life in a house. You have to be able to like see the vision. So there's some investment when you're making a decision.
That's true.
And I do feel like it's similar when you're dating someone. Like, you do have to think about those things. And, like, there's a way to do it unhealthily, I think, where you're
Yeah.
just imagining a lot and, like,
Then you're not like
all
actually
your-
assessing
yes.
maybe what's real in front of
yes. But I do think you have to think, like, if you want to be a parent, like, would this person be a good co-parent?
you. Do they also want to be a
But-
parent?
Right.
Yes.
These are all such important questions.
Yes.
And I think it'd be helpful to have a realtor with us while
Oh,
we're dating.
like
Not-
a
Maybe
relationship
like a
realtor?
therapist?
Yeah, like a therapist.
Okay.
You know, like
I'm gonna start
like a
marketing
comparison.
myself as a relationship realtor. See what happens.
You
a
know,
new market.
making sure that we're asking the right questions.
Right. Maybe they're vetting the person for us.
Right.
They're your advocate.
Yeah.
So it's
Us
also
a
an arranged marriage?
matchmaker,
Yeah.
all in one.
Yeah.
Wow. Where can I sign up for one?
I don't know, but I think I want to do this. To be
So I guess we're starting a new service.
Yeah.
You need someone to be your relationship realtor.
Here we are.
You heard it here first.
Okay, so maybe
Anyways.
we'll pocket our other business venture.
Just venture. I mean both. It could be a business adventure.
It is an
Yeah.
adventure.
The business venture is an adventure.
You get it.
Good slogan.
So anyways, last night, this guy hung out with us for 4 hours.
Was it really that
Time flew
long?
by.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like at least 8 to midnight. It might have been longer, like 4.5 hours.
Okay. I mean, we did cover like a lot of ground.
We did.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, he did say he was our younger brother by the end of the night.
and then he didn't like that.
And then he retracted it.
What did he say? He was like, I don't like that.
He's like, no, don't. Yeah, he's like,
Leave room for options.
yeah,
Not your brother.
leave room for options. I'm your younger friend.
But there were so many good lines that I feel like I took from this 25-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm a hammock. It's
I
probably
look like a hammock.
Look like a hammock.
Yeah.
Which was so good. He was like making fun of Trump a lot of the night.
There was a lot happening
Yeah.
with this
Yeah.
guy. He was all over the place.
Very expressive.
Mm-hmm.
Very expressive. By the end of the night, I don't think anyone wanted to date him.
Maybe for a different compatibility or like alignment
Yeah.
in life and
Yeah.
what you want.
Yeah. Can I tell the crowd that I got a butt pat?
Yeah, sure.
I wasn't overly surprised.
It was a very sweet butt. It was like a.
Okay.
It was consensual.
Was that? Did you?
But the kind of like
Sure.
you wouldn't receive that from your younger brother though.
No. If I had a younger brother, I wouldn't. I
Yeah,
wouldn't want
that
Well,
was it.
I saw you too, like posing to take the picture, and I did see like the nice grab from
Yeah,
behind.
it was a nice like a
embrace.
embrace.
Mhm.
Very sweet.
But I'm saying that now he went from embrace to the.
Yeah. Just a friendly tap tap.
Oh man.
I did appreciate that you demonstrated for me so that I could.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to.
We needed to see
I
that.
love demonstrating for the friends. So they could also experience what it was like.
So good. I feel like it's unique here because I'm like, I have such a fun group of girlfriends that I'm like, often I'm like, oh, I'd rather just go hang out with you all on a
Right.
Friday night.
That's always been my problem in dating. I like my friends too much. And I'm like, they're actually my priority.
Yeah.
And it's a little unfortunate because as long as I have good friends, I'm like, I'm actually good. So it hasn't been a huge priority for me.
And then you need a
To
guy
find
that
love.
like could hang out with
Yeah.
with the girls,
Right.
which was what we were.
That was my issue this week.
Right.
Yes. Good segue.
Good segue.
Good
Okay.
segue.
So I guess I can talk about my dates.
Please
Yes.
do.
My dates were Sunday and Monday, which is like kind of threw off my whole week. Not in a bad way, just in a confusing way. So yeah, we went out for trivia, which it was his idea, but I was definitely trying to get him to make a plan. I don't know if
Yes.
you remember this, but met him on Bumble, and he was like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm all about empowering the men. I'm like, "You decide.
Empower.
Just tell me when and where to be.
Just tell me when and where. Like, I can take charge if I need to. It's actually my natural bent. I'm trying to, as I say, lean into my feminine energy.
Yeah.
Sit back.
Absolutely.
Let the men be men, which the men are not men in Portland. We've just
Let the men be boys.
let the men be boys.
I give him the opportunity. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So trying to give this guy an opportunity to plan.
Sure.
So nice of me.
Yep.
And he did pick trivia.
Mm.
And then, but there were a lot of questions along the way, like, do you want to go here or here? And I was like, you pick. So finally, we got there. We got a plan. I showed up to trivia, and it had already started, and it was chaotic because I was trying to be good at trivia. I was trying to introduce myself to this guy, and I was trying to order. And there was a lot happening, but it was like in a funny way, and he was really funny. And so it was like nothing bad. It was just the chaos.
Yeah. A lot
And
going on.
then we were doing trivia, we were chatting. I, at one point, was crying, laughing, which has never happened to me on a first date. And yeah, probably one of the best first dates I've ever been on. Just like
Big statement.
big statement.
Yeah.
Especially after like so many like first dates where you're just like, I guess I could like force myself to go on a second date, which is
Not fun.
I don't know, not that fun.
No.
But one of my resolutions is to go on more third dates because I do tend to cut guys off after like date 1 or 2, and I do think I need to give the men a little more time. And so that's my growth area, to not be so quick to judge. Anyways, so first date was great. We did trivia. We just talked and laughed for hours. And then the bar closed at 9, so we left. He asked if he could kiss me. It was very sweet. And then he was like, asked if he could see me Tuesday. And I said, I have run club. So I can't.
This run club.
And he's like, okay, I leave for LA on Wednesday. He's like, this is crazy, but how about tomorrow? And I'm like, great. Come Monday night. He's like, how about you come over? I'll cook you dinner. And I was like, that is, wow, okay. Like, what a treat. Home cooked dinner.
Yeah.
We were all excited about it.
Yeah.
We were all excited. If you're listening, men, offer to cook a woman a meal.
Seriously. And follow up on it.
Spoilers.
Sorry. Teaser.
I told him I didn't have any allergies. Because he was like, let's brainstorm. And I'm like, you decide. Yeah. Once again. I'm like, I don't know. I don't need to be involved in what you're making.
I'll show up.
Yeah. You offered to cook.
I would like
You
to
decided
show
what
up.
to cook.
Yeah.
Show up and show out.
Yes. So this home cooked meal turns into, I'm actually just going to order some food. What would you like from this restaurant?
A nice restaurant.
A nice restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's a little different than a home cooked meal.
Right.
But I've been wanting to try this restaurant. I'm like, that sounds great. I'll have the chicken dumplings.
So excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went over. He was like, the DoorDash driver will be here in 15 minutes. I'm like, great, I'll head that way. I get there. The DoorDash driver has just been at this intersection. And we're just like, we're chatting and we're, whatever, catching up. And
From the day before.
yeah, the last like 24 hours.
Yeah.
The last,
So much
like,
had happened.
18 hours. So finally, he contacts the driver and says, like, you haven't moved in like 20 minutes. Like, is everything okay? I can't remember. The driver basically had gotten into an accident. He said that nothing is broken, but he is on the way to the hospital. He was having leg pain. So then, and this guy is so funny and like obviously caring. Like, he was making sure he was okay, but he was also riffing on like, he was like, but is the food okay? Like, can we meet you at the intersection? Like, the whole time
Where's
he
your
was
car?
like saying all
So
these
he
like,
messaged that to the guy?
well, at first, the first thing he was jokingly gonna say was like, but is the food okay?
Oh, okay. So he didn't
But he didn't.
say
No,
this.
he didn't actually say that. But the whole time he's responding, he was like making up funny things.
Yeah.
And so we were just, continuing from the night before, we were both like bantering, like the banter compatibility
So
was
strong.
so high.
So
Yes.
important.
So important. So we're just like cracking up, having a great time.
As
Like,
this poor DoorDasher
as
is.
this guy is on his way to the hospital.
We're just having a great time.
And then the guy does messages.
Oh.
The food may have been
Impacted, right?
may have been damaged by the
That
impact.
was right.
And so we're dying laughing.
I'm literally crying.
I was gonna say, I've already seen this, but
I've heard it like 30 times.
Yes, and so we're just cracking up, but we're also hungry. We're like, okay.
Right.
Now it's like, I think we were both hungry, like, coming into this. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to eat. And then, so we end up just, like, ordering from another place and going to pick it up. And
couldn't risk another Tasha
No.
out there.
I'm glad you guys were safe in the drive.
we were fine, yeah. Anyways, so pick up food, whatever, eat it. But yeah, and then he kind of went into some more detail about what he has going on with like his nervous system and like. And this whole time, I was like asking people and like Rachel, my fellow therapist friend, I'm like, this is either the most elaborate lie to like come off as like a low effort man, or I'm like, or he's telling the truth, which I do think he is, because just what he has gone through. And Tuesday, I didn't hear from him. Wednesday, I was like, I just want to make sure this man is okay, because even after our first date, he was like, I just want to like tell you, like, I've had such a good time, and like I know dating can be so confusing. Like, he was just so intentional and like encouraging, and like, so it's like obviously the connection was there, and like we had all these things going for us. And then I'm like, I just don't think he's the guy who'd ghost, and he didn't. He was like, I checked in on him, and he was thankful that I did, and just through texting and talking on the phone and meeting his mother.
And I think that's my favorite. Was I talked to him and I talked to his mom in Russian. I was like,
so
Key detail.
So
a
his
lot of
mom
closure.
is Russian.
Yeah.
And he speaks Russian, and I speak a little Russian. And when I spoke Russian on our first date, he was like, "That's sexy."
Well, I think that's when he fell in love to then tell his
That
friends.
is when,
And his
yes,
mom.
Right.
Yes. So then he was like, insisted. He was just like, let's talk on the phone. And I'm like, oh, you don't owe me a phone call. I'm like, this is fine if you don't have the capacity to like pursue this. And he was like, no, I'm going to call you. So he called, and then we're just chatting, and he was like, do you want to meet my mom? Is it too soon? And so then I talked to his mom in Russian. But yeah, it just like ended like, I was like, I get it. You like just don't physically or emotionally, it's just like really not the time to start a romantic relationship. So I was like, I would totally hang out with you again, like just for the laughs, honestly. He did mention that he might want to be a comedy writer. He's like, when I go through my midlife crisis, I might become an actor or a comedy writer. I'm like, I think you would succeed.
Should we introduce him to the guy from the bar last
I was
night?
going to say, they might.
They might hit it off.
I know.
That could be a good collab.
That could be a good collab. Maybe we can have them both on the podcast.
Yes.
They could
See
be
what
a
happens.
really fun duo, I think.
Really insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd just be going back and forth.
Yeah. I think the guy from last night might wear the other guy out.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's fair.
I don't think he would have lasted 4.5 hours.
No.
He wasn't
definitely not.
necessarily wearing me out. I just was like about to fall asleep on the booth on the other side.
Yeah. Like, the day was wearing you out.
Right.
Yeah.
Being 31 was wearing me out. My age felt very apparent last night. Yeah.
My favorite was the bit when he made a joke about you guys all being in your 30s, and he knew that I was 28, and he's like, Gen Z, we know, and he dapped me up.
Yeah.
Rude.
That really
I
seemed
got
like
really
quite a moment.
excited.
Yeah, I felt like I betrayed you guys, but
We
we had a
did.
moment.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys shared that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only a Gen Z for someone. Well, actually, I'm always a Gen Z. Okay, I'm always a Gen Z. I'm only
Did you
in my
think that you were gonna like graduate once you turned?
I just really want to be a millennial.
That was my
No.
favorite thing I think you've said in a while.
I identify as a millennial.
I'll only be Gen Z.
I'm only in my 20s for so much longer.
Right. Well, that was my week. I feel like dating in this age,
Yeah.
in this time, it's like you're going through like a whole relationship and a breakup every week.
Yeah.
That's at least been my experience.
Well, I feel like when you meet somebody that you're like somewhat excited about at this point, I feel like that feels rare at
Yes.
this point. That you're like,
At this point.
Honestly.
Yes.
I don't know. When I was younger, I would like meet somebody and be like, oh, he's fun.
I also think
he's
if I lived
funny.
in San Diego, that would happen more.
Sure.
It would happen every 5
I
seconds.
think every day.
Just go
Yes.
for a walk.
Yeah, like, oh, he's cute, he's funny. Like, I
Yeah.
think now there's like so much more than like know that I'm looking for, and I'm like, oh,
Right.
that's not there.
Yeah.
So then I think when you're like, oh, there's things that are fun and exciting,
Yeah.
you feel like, oh, I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
So then when it ends, it's like,
Like,
okay,
I wouldn't mind seeing this person a third time.
yeah,
Yeah. What a concept.
What?
Do you guys like, for me in high school and college and a little after college, I was boy crazy and I had a crush on someone all the time. All my friends know, like there was always someone new. Nothing ever happened because I'm passive and anyway. But yeah, I felt like I always had a crush, and now at this stage in my life, it takes a lot for me to be like, I think I like this person enough to actually go on a date with them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really get
That's
crushes
where the visual
anymore.
crush comes in.
Right. Can you,
Right.
I don't know if you've explained what a visual
Have I
crush
not?
is
Oh.
to them.
To our audience, the visual crush. So the visual crush is when you just like how someone looks, but you don't know them enough to like have an actual crush on them.
Sure, and maybe like social media where you see a little
Yeah,
bit
and
of
you're
their-
like, I don't know this person,
Right.
but I like looking at them.
yeah,
Visual
what they
crush.
choose to show on social
Yes.
Yeah.
media. You're like, from that, I
Yeah.
like that.
From their highlight reel.
Right.
Right.
We don't know their lights.
No,
Right.
you never do. Do you want to share about your week?
I mean, I'm tired. I was like, I don't feel I was meant to be dating this much
Yeah.
at 31.
Yeah.
It feels tiring. But I was like, wow. There were different men. I feel like normally I'm like, oh, I'm talking to one guy, kind of see it through.
Mm-hmm.
Next one. But I think it kind of helped a little bit to have different people.
How many?
Well, there were like 3 guys in the last week.
Yeah.
So now from those 3 guys, I'm only talking to one of
Right.
those.
You gotta whittle it.
Yeah. And now another new one came in. Football date 1 that we watched the football game.
Mm-hmm.
That was just going to be a no. Low light from that was him telling me that he was planning on going with somebody else.
Yeah.
Right.
That was my low light for
Yes.
Same.
Full transparency.
you.
That was my low light. So,
He's no longer with us.
He's no longer with
he's alive. I think. Yes, I was talking still to the British guy.
Yes, chaotic texting.
Yes.
British.
Chaotic texting. It just felt very chaotic altogether. I think after the second date, I realized I just don't think we're aligned in what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay, gonna call it. He didn't handle that super well.
No.
And I was like, oh, I haven't received such pushback in quite some time. I'm almost at the point of do I block somebody's number, which feels wild. I feel like that's I haven't had to do that since I was 22 from a guy.
Mm.
But he's sad. So that was him. And then I went on a date with this guy that he is a widower. It felt very easy.
Mm-hmm.
And we just there were a lot of funny messages. So I was like, okay, I think we'll have fun. We went to a restaurant and had dinner, which I was like, that's a wild first date. Normally it's do you want to go get a drink? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go to Target? It's very low stakes. Dinner is not cheap. We got dinner and a beverage.
So you're engaged too.
Yeah.
So I'm just financially
So he's a provider.
Is he
What
a
I'm
sugar daddy?
hearing is he can retire you.
No, he I could tell was nervous, but I'm he's newer back into dating.
Mm-hmm.
He did have some curiosity about me. I think in the moment I was like, wow, it felt like I listened a lot. And I
Yeah.
think my own thing is I don't want to feel like that.
Mhm.
A therapist, I don't want to feel like I'm always just listening to
Yeah.
somebody. But even after the date, there's just he's very clear of being interested and a clear pursuer. And I was
Mhm.
like, it's attractive. I'll give you another date.
Yeah.
So we do have a second date on Monday. He's gonna make dinner and we're gonna
Is he
play.
really gonna make dinner?
Stay tuned.
Report back.
Stay tuned.
If he pulls a dumpling order on you,
Do not use DoorDash.
He did joke. He was like, I did just get Greek yogurt, and I was like, are you gonna just provide me a Greek yogurt bowl? Is that my dinner?
just plain Greek yogurt. I made
Can I get a Greek
dinner.
granola?
Girl dinner. Yeah, at least granola.
Maybe a honey drizzle.
A berry? Singular?
Just one berry.
Just to wow me.
He spent too much on the first dinner.
I
He's like, like, I can't afford anything else.
So, and then we're gonna play Wii bowling.
Wii bowling? Why wouldn't you just go regular bowling?
So we were, just going back and forth, and then we landed
yucking it up.
Right, on Wii. And I was like, I haven't played Wii in ages.
So it started as a bit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It was a bit that turned into
a date. A plan.
A plan.
Wow.
That's fun.
That's fun.
And he has been like, he makes the plan, and he's like very clear of like time, and I'm like, wow.
Well,
And he like gets very excited talking about the daughter.
Will
The daughter
she be there
won't
on
be
the
there for
time?
me. No.
Okay.
What if she was? Would you mind that?
Too early. That is something I feel pretty passionate about, like dating people that have kids. Even if they feel comfortable with it early on, I'm like,
Yeah.
I think it's respectful for all involved to wait
Yeah.
for a bit. So that's the current update, you know.
You have a date.
I do have a date.
But you also have one today with another guy. At least we forget.
Wait, you were trying to get out of that one.
Yeah, don't forget.
Oh my
we should have set a
gosh.
timer.
I almost forgot. We're going to keep you here all day.
No, I have another date today. This guy's sweet. We've matched before on Hinge. And then as we do, we just delete it because we're over Hinge.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking, and then I suddenly disappeared because I deleted.
Yeah.
I came back onto Hinge because, it's the app that's meant to be deleted and re-downloaded.
Yes.
So re-downloaded, and then he sent me a rose.
So
Whoa.
serious.
Big deal.
Straight to the point.
Sent me a rose and a long little blurb about how he felt like our connection was good and that he was really wanting to meet me and all these really sweet things. So then matched with him, and I was like, sorry, life got crazy. But yeah, I'd love to meet. So then we planned a tea date. So we're gonna go get tea today. Tea.
How could we forget about your tea date?
Tea date.
I think it's cute. It's wholesome.
Yeah.
That was judgment.
It is fun.
It's fun and cute.
Cute and fun.
Something you can do when we're all on the whole 30.
Yes. So we are doing Whole 30
Yes.
starting February 1st.
If anyone would like to join us, you can join our support text group.
Yeah. I know, I do feel like that trying to date while doing something like Whole 30 will be interesting.
Lots of tea dates.
Lots of tea. Well, yeah, because last year when I did 75 sober, I did tea dates.
Yeah.
I think tea's great.
It's so great. And
Tea is in.
it's
In.
tea is trendy. Well, Portal Tea, they're also open late. So that's what's nice as well. You can go for like a late night tea.
We're
Not
going
that you are.
early.
I know, but just for future reference.
Thank you.
You could stay all night if you wanted.
You could.
There.
There's like caboose. You could hide up there.
Okay.
Which one are you going to? Doesn't matter.
Don't-
Okay.
That's where I went on that date with.
Sarah had matched with this guy and gone on a couple dates with him earlier last year, so 2025. I matched with this guy and then was going to go out with him, but I sent a screenshot to our group text, and Sarah's like, that's the guy that like did this.
I threw a flag on the. We don't need to go into detail, but he was. I think he was a pathological liar.
Something in my mouth.
It does help to give like a little like heads up.
Yeah.
Yes. Like this was my experience.
Yes.
Yes. And yeah, I mean, something he did I didn't respect was we had to rain check our date, and he was like, oh, no worries, I just got out of church. And then when we were on our date, I was like, oh, where do you go to church? And he looked at me weird. And I was like, you said you went to church on Sunday, where do you go? And he was like, oh, that was a joke. I would have thought you picked up on that. And I was like,
I
well,
thought.
Like,
I go to church. My profile says I'm a Christian. Also not a joke. So I don't know where. And then he's like, oh, are you Baptist? And I'm like, okay.
I'm just trying to find common ground here.
Yeah.
I'm failing.
And I'm like, yeah, I gotta get out of this.
Yeah. Wait, but Sarah, do you want to tell us anything about your week?
Going back to my low at the beginning of the year, I tried to kind of ghost that guy. As you guys know, I just stopped responding. And then he did double down. Actually, as we were recording the podcast last week, he had texted me again. And I was like, oh no, I have to do something about this. So I consulted you two. Yeah, but anyway, sent a text just being like, I'm looking for something consistent and intentional. And basically just kind of like put him down. And I didn't know how he was going to respond, but he was kind. And he, yeah, it was basically just like, hope you find what you're looking for. Like, sad to hear it. And I felt bad because I'm like, oh, like maybe he is a nice guy. But then you two helped remind me that he's not. And
not that he just could be saying it for not the most truest.
Yeah, and then I think I also was realizing his response, like, I laid out what I wanted, and if he actually was interested, like, and if he was sad about potentially losing me, he would have stepped up and been like, oh, well, like, I would like to, you know, continue to see you, but he was just like, okay, too much work.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he's gone, and then, yeah.
He's no longer.
Should we say that every
I
time?
think that is our phrase. He's no longer with us.
So he's no longer with us. But yeah, and then this guy that I'm engaged to, you may or may not know.
From that story to this is my favorite.
It's
Been
been a big
wild week.
Yes. From rejection to engaged, I don't know. But yeah, he left after we hung out, so we've just been texting all week.
Right. He's traveling, right?
Yep, he's traveling, and
you're rejecting his FaceTimes?
no,
You're saying I'm too busy with this 25-year-old right now.
No, I did tell him about that this morning, because
Did you think it was funny?
Kind of. I didn't really go into detail, but
Sometimes it's one of those things you're like, you had to be there.
Right.
I did realize as I was texting, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. And I think he just responded like, haha, that's interesting.
No.
You know, some people just like,
Texting's hard.
Texting is hard. So that has been a little bit hard this week.
Been on 4 dates and now you're trying to do long distance.
I'm like, we're engaged and long distance engagement is hard.
You've really committed and now you're like trying to figure out,
Yeah.
I mean,
how to build
like,
off that
locked in.
still. Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, and he'll be gone for a couple more weeks. But, I mean, I'm just hanging out.
This has been our week recap.
Yeah, dating recap.
Big week for all of us.
Yeah.
Big week.
We've all been through it.
We have.
Some high highs and low lows.
Yes.
Truly.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
Well, cheers.
Till next week.
Catch you on the next one.
Where's your...
My cup's
Cheers.
over there. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. That's... Yeah.
Ding. Yep.